is that we move from year to year to year, doing the same things and hoping something miraculously changes to change what we are. We are a country that believes in voting for people, voting out people, hoping something will change. And when nothing changes, we go back to complaining, jump up and down in the streets, we want change, we want change. And only the people we vote for change and we remain the same, waiting to shout for the next group.
This preacher! This preacher!
So we have a problem. Now, as Build Zambia, we sat down and said, where does Zambia's problem really lie? And in summary, I'll give you 3 areas where we have a problem. Number 1, very low levels of patriotism. Very low levels of patriotism. We have very few people who genuinely love their country. We have very few people who are ready to get out of the way and do anything possible within their power to help the country change. Secondly, we are a country that received an education system that is, in the majority, irrelevant for transforming people. So, a lot of you seated here who are students, the only reason you qualified to go to university is not that you are very intelligent, but you are powerful memorizers. What made you go to grade 8 was that you were able to remember the longest river in Africa. What made you go to grade 10 was that you were able to remember how many times Muslims pray. What made you pass grade 12? You remembered Newton's 3 laws of motion. And remember the watch weight? You remembered. We have a school system that paralyzes innovation, paralyzes enterprise, paralyzes activity, but recognizes and rewards memory. So this kind of school system produces people who can only be useful if there's someone to employ them. In the absence of an employment available, in the absence of an employee giving you a job, even as a graduate, you immediately become a frustrated, jobless graduate. And if you are lucky enough to get a job, you get into a routine of reporting for work, getting a salary, eat the salary, get broke, go back to work, get the salary, eat the salary, get broke, go back to work. And for 30 years you repeat that routine. When you retire, you have no capacity to look after yourself. And as soon as you have finished your pension and you are still alive, you become an English-speaking destitute. So, we have an education system that believes in employment. The third problem, lack of assertiveness. Citizens that cannot stand up and say, we are tired of this. All this has given an advantage, I'm not a politician, has given an advantage to a political system that relies on people that have a deep-seated culture of dependency and an entitlement mentality. So you have people who believe someone will look after them. Like I was saying to the teachers in Kafue yesterday, we qualify to be called a parasitical state. A nation where people look like human beings but behave like ticks. Right? Not willing to be productive but waiting to eat what others produce. going to be productive. So because of those challenges, we have said as citizens of this country,